everyone. It's the Fat Cat. It's June 7th, 2026. Welcome to Thoughts from the Basement. With me today is Mr. Adam Brooks, the originator of the... Now, please, I always butcher this saying it. What is the name of the event? I always mess it up when I try to say it.
Yeah, you're not the only one, to be honest. It's funny because when people come up to me, they're like, is this a Nerd Fest Force fan something? I'm like, Nerd Force Fan Fest.
Nerd Force Fan Fest.
Yeah.
No, the first time I did it, I had to write it down and enunciate it so completely because I kept going, Fan Force Nerd Fest. Force Nerd Fan. I just couldn't get it. I couldn't.
Yeah. It's okay. People get the point.
So tell me a little bit about yourself personally, and then I want to get into everything having to do with the con. But I want to know kind of what led you to this.
Yeah, so live in South Jersey, in Pittman. And so when I was thinking of a convention, I wanted to bring my nerdy side into it. I've always loved Star Wars, and I have Blue Force Sabers, my lightsaber company, and I kind of wanted to combine both together. But I wanted to keep it local because there was a lot of conventions around here, and I've always been a vendor at several conventions. But I never really thought about hosting it until a couple years ago because I've always had fun at conventions and being a vendor there. And part of that fun was really having a conversation with people. People walk up to the table and they want to know what's going on. Like, what's a relatable thing that, is me and everybody else that comes to the convention? Where do we see the same thing? And it was always Star Wars for me. And just people coming up and wanting to talk about that. I'm a nobody, right? We're just two people hanging out at a convention, just chatting and stuff like that. We all have a common interest. And that common interest with my lightsabers and stuff was that and Star Wars. So people feel so comfortable to come to an area where we're all kind of the same. We're all nerds in a way. It's just the way I look at it. And then now to come and have a conversation about that. And sometimes it might be an hour. I might be standing there having talking to them and just nerding out over everything. And some things I don't even know, right? So you dive into the depths of the world of Star Wars, and that's way beyond me. But I'll listen to you and I'll chat along because I just think it's fun. And that's really what I wanted to expand on after that. I had so much fun at conventions that I wanted to bring even something more. And I felt that if I could bring something together and keep it into the area, that would just be great for everyone. A common place that people can come, kind of be themselves and not be judged for anything, but just come there to have fun. And then it just kind of branched out from there.
It's interesting when the Star Wars thing is how you and I met each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd seen the saber company and was really interested. And by the way, that's a great saber. The black one that you made for me is fantastic. I still run around the house with it. It's probably a little more than anybody needed to know. But the idea of the con, I remember the first time I went. I don't know if you knew that I went to the very first one.
I remember you.
Oh, you remember when I came? Okay.
I'm very good with faces. Terrible with names, great with faces.
I remember that very first one and having a really good time when I was there. And actually, one of the pieces that is on my wall right there that I'd gotten from that very first event that you'd had.
Oh, really?
And I was so taken by the whole culture of it. It's very rare to find a con that it's centered in its people and not so much its merchandise.
Yes.
And I felt like that was something in these specifically that was very important, is the culture and the people, and just being able to, like you said, nerd out together. And that made it so much more relatable and fun. So much so that I was really excited when we talked about me, being a part of the last one before this one, which doing the tickets, and then being able to do the cast from this last one. I was really excited to be a part of it, and it was a lot of fun. Met some really great people.
Yeah.
The dog wrestling people who are, they crack me up.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Well, the gentleman who you were with...
Anthony.
Shorts
and Stories, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fun guy.
Yeah.
Really animated, and will sit and talk to you for hours about what he does. It's that kind of togetherness that I felt was such a cornerstone of the things that you're doing in that, and I'm really appreciative of it. You also had a real good eye for some of the vendors. Now, how did you meet some of these people? How did they get involved in this whole event?
Yeah, well, to step back on actually, because you reminded me of, that was a big part of it when I was trying to create it, was I just didn't want to have a place where people came, walked around, they shopped, and then they left. I wanted to have it more of an experience. That was important to me because I think that's the fun part. There's the big conventions, especially ones like down in Philadelphia where they bring in a bunch of celebrities and stuff, and they have a couple vendors there. You come, you see your celebrity, you hang out for a little bit, and then you leave, and that's great for some people. That's not something that I always enjoyed. I love like looking at the nostalgia of maybe toys or video games and stuff, and shopping the vendors, but what else do I have there that I can go and experience as well, to where I can connect with more people over whatever your passion is. Cosplaying's big, how the passion that people bring into it and stuff like that. So I wanted to have it more of an event style on top of vendors, so you kind of have a little bit of everything. And I think that then more touches on families and bringing families to the events, having it always family friendly. There's, I don't want anybody to get offended. That's very, very important to me. Like, I have to have it family friendly, and that's why I remind some of the cosplayers of, like, hey, it's a family friendly event, tone it down a little bit when you come there, because I want it for everybody. Everybody should feel comfortable, even the kids. So when they come, they have fun, they shop, they can experience some events, maybe win some prizes and stuff like that. You brought that point up, and I wanted to say it before we kind of moved on. But
absolutely,
shop vendors. Once again, they have to be family friendly, and if I like it, they're definitely coming to the event. If they sell comics, toys, anything Star Wars, whatever, they're getting an invite. And some of the vendors now have stuck with me since the beginning. The first convention was a little rough. The weather that we had that day, it was downpouring, if you remember.
I do remember, yeah.
We had the parking at the hotel, which is down at Rowan, in that area, at the Marriott there. That was our first one. I think everything went against me a little bit that day with the weather and everything, and the parking, which I didn't know about. So it made it very inconvenient for people to find spots, and for vendors to park their vehicles and their goods to get them in and out.
Well, plus you were at a hotel. You had the guests and everything going on at the same time.
So that one was tough, but that's the figuring out process, going through and looking around at different areas here. That was the best kind of what I could find to do, but then expanding from there. But yeah, even those vendors that came to that first event, still some of them are with me today, and I appreciate that greatly. For somebody to want to come back again over and over, it keeps me going. Because it's a lot of work. From the time one convention ends, I'm already preparing for the next one. And it's really just me that kind of does it from start to finish. I have people that help me during the event and stuff like that, which is phenomenal. But really leading up to it, it's kind of me that does it. I'm a one-man show.
Well, I mean, on that, it looked like a logistical nightmare in a lot of ways. Because I remember seeing you were so completely wiped by about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, just done. What does it take? What logistically do you have to do to get it even the door opening that very first hour? What is the process? Because I know you started already for the next one.
Yeah.
What is the process on that?
It's funny too, because when I start doing it, you have a lot of excitement, right? At the beginning of the year, you have a lot of energy because you just came off a cool convention. Everybody's coming up to you and saying how great of a time, which kind of builds it, like, yeah, we're going to do it again. It's going to be awesome. And then a couple of weeks setting, you start questioning, like, oh, am I going to get enough vendors? Am I going to be able to fill the space? Where am I going to put people? And now we're changing to a different venue this time. So now it's all unfamiliar to me.
Yeah.
This last year was easy because I had it figured out already, the layout and everything. So it's a lot of stress off my plate. I just have to fill in spots now. I kind of have where I want to put people, and then already people that are already coming back, all the special guests and stuff like that. So that takes a little bit of stress off of me. Now it's a little bit extra stress this time. We're quadrupling the size from 3 to 4, and a different layout, different area, different rules, procedures, all that stuff. So yeah, a lot of excitement in the beginning, and then as it gets closer, ask my wife Lisa. She'll tell you how stressed out I get. Just trying to get everything together. The day of the show is, of course, is always high stress and running around. I try to relax and enjoy it as best I can. You were trying to get me for the interview. I don't know how many times. I can't. I got stuff to do.
I can't leave.
Or I'm trying to go get something to eat. I'm walking through the hall to get to the other area. You're like, do we need you for a second? I'm like, okay, I just want to get a slice of pizza. I haven't eaten all morning. Quick question. But yeah, I mean, it's always fun. And then at the end, it's just everybody that comes up to you and be like, man, we just had such a great time. All right, we're doing it again. We're going around. But yeah, it's a process for sure.
It has grown so much. That first event was half of the second half of the third.
Yeah.
And I know in talking about, and we're going to get to the fourth in just a second, just seeing what I'm seeing, it's already almost triple the size of something that we had already done. How do you handle the growing number of people that are involved in it? How do you continue to keep from kind of blowing up or kind of getting out of hand for you?
I try to stay as organized as possible from the beginning. And I think that's key. Is I have a process I always go through of just the way I reach out to people and trying to keep that connection. After a convention, I make sure I thank everybody I can think of, because I think that's important. Because people are giving their time to me. I'm creating a place for people to go. That's it. And maybe and it's difficult. Don't get me wrong, but everybody volunteers their time to come. Like, that blows my mind. Like, it's crazy that you want to come spend an entire day just nerding out and bring your passion of cosplay or whatever. Like, the big groups that come out and they haul these big setups and stuff like that, and 10, 15 people and all their costumes and gear and stuff, to just literally give people a day to have fun and just mess around and be themselves. Like, and that really just blows my mind. It really does, every single time that they want to do that. Nobody's getting paid for it. It's all literally out of passion. And I can go back to these people at any time, these groups and stuff like that who help me out. You include and say, hey, do you want to be a part of the show again? Like, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's fun.
Like, and even that, like, when I initially say, hey, do you want to be a part of it? I'm looking for it. Like, no, I really can't make it this year, or I can't make it next year to help you out. Maybe I'm just kind of looking at the other side of it. Not once, not a single time have I had anybody be like, no, I can't make it. Like, yeah, sign us up. Even before we leave the show, they're like, yeah, sign us up for next year. We'll be there.
Absolutely. And it's true. I mean, we have no problem volunteering our time. I have no problem. In fact, I enjoy what we had done this last year. Just being set up and talking to all the people. That was so great. The people there and the different events that you had, like, we had the wrestlers.
Yeah.
We had the swords. Mm-hmm. We had great cosplay contests. All the different vendors, and everybody was, wanting to talk and kind of expand their brand. But that kind of group, all of us together, really kind of made it such a great time. Not only were we there to give others that great experience, but it was our experience.
Yeah.
It was our experience to have. To me, it felt like we were putting out the vibes that we wanted that same people to bring to us. I think because of your event, we were able to do that.
That's awesome.
So, I mean, I know they would thank you. I will thank you, because it really made us all, I feel like, better and more enriched having that experience. And that's what makes it exciting to do the next one.
Yeah.
Now, tell me what we're doing, because I don't know a lot of it. We've seen a little bit of it because we have a Facebook group that we talk back and forth, all of us. Give us a layout of what's in store for episode 4.
Ooh, it's a lot.
Let's start with the name.
Yeah, so Nerd Force Fan Fest episode 4, A New Home.
I love that.
Yeah, so if you know Star Wars, kind of a little repeat off of something. I don't want to say too much. It was fitting. And actually, my wife came up with that because we were trying to think. I always try to think of a new name for each one. Nerd Force Fan episode 1 was just episode 1. Yeah, I don't think I put a name to that one. I think it was just episode 1, and then we switched it to 2 and 3. And we always try to give it something to make it new, but always around that little Star Wars type of theme.
Real quick, I don't want to interrupt you. You mentioned Lisa.
Yes.
Who is fantastic, by the way. She is absolutely fantastic. She is very supportive of everything and gets so involved in everything that you're doing. I had to mention that as we were doing this, because I love her so much. She's so great.
She is awesome. I mean, honestly, I couldn't do it with her, you, I mean, literally everybody that, like I said, I just put it together, but literally the day of and leading up to it and the conversations that we have and trying to run ideas past people. I mean, I always have my go-to people in our little group. Sometimes I'll put stuff out to, but I'll reach out to people individually too to get ideas and support. Like, I couldn't do it without other people and their help. Like, I don't know how much more I can kind of stress that. Like, it's extremely helpful. Like, I could not run the day without my wife and Debbie and Pete, who comes out, who's a cosplayer, who's been there since day one as well.
Yes.
And now you coming back. Like, I could not do it. So, like, when I go, I might kind of like oversee everything, but everything else runs smoothly. And it's because of those people that help that it runs smoothly. That I don't have to, understand, like, I don't have to worry about that. I know that the people I put in charge are just going to take care of it. And Dana, who runs the ticket table.
Oh, yeah.
She sits at that ticket table all day. And sometimes it's hard to get somebody over there to her to just relieve her or bring her food or something like that. But she sits there all day, and, like, I couldn't do it. I need somebody there. And I know know that if I put Dana at the ticket table, it's going to get done. I don't have to worry about it. Or Debbie, who makes all the announcement and keeps the event going.
Yep.
I give her the sheet of paper. She's like, I got you. And whatever like little questions she might have to like clarify, I'd be like, yeah, we need it. Oh, yep, got it. I'm like, I don't have to worry about it. So like the day of is probably the easiest day, honestly, for me than anything. Like you sit there at your table, you can set up your stuff, whatever you want, have fun. Like I don't care. Just do your thing.
Yep.
And I don't got to worry about it. But it's so awesome having that support side of it. Yeah. Now I totally forget what we were saying.
That's okay. I didn't mean to sidetrack you.
No, I went off on a little tangent because I wanted to thank people because it's important.
No, it is. And I wanted to give you that opportunity as well. The event.
Yes.
So, what do we have in store? And because I know it's grown, and I know in talking to you, there was so many other things that were going to happen. So, give us a taste of what is coming and what you can. I know there's going to be some surprises and stuff like that. Give us a taste on what you have so far in the pipe.
So the biggest is the new venue. So we'll be at the Violin Convention Center, which is brand new down in Violin, New Jersey, and they just redid it last year. So we're kind of getting in on the ground floor of the bigger conventions kind of coming in here. So I was pretty excited to get that. Now being 40,000 square feet and 2 floors.
Wow.
If you put that in perspective to what Rowing University, we had Chamberlain Student Center. I think that the ballroom in itself is about 10,000 square feet, and then the area we had outside probably added like another 400 to 500 square feet, so 15,000 total, and now we're going to 40. So I think we still had a pretty decent size there. We had about 45 vendors, and then all the other guests cosplaying groups too.
But we were spilling out into the main foray there.
Yeah, I had no more space because we'd even have the other side, the left side where we had the comic book artists. We didn't have that last year.
No,
because I felt that was open space. I'm like, oh, I'm going to take it. So we filled that up as well. So I probably added another couple square 100 feet. But yeah, this is now going to give us a much better flow to the area, having the 2 floors kind of space it out too. I'm trying to create like a nice, cool flow through everything too. Easier load out, load in for vendors.
Yeah.
That was always a little bit of a problem trying to get everything to the second floor. So that would be nice. And then just the area, parking and everything alone will be a lot nicer. But cosplay groups, like I said, awesome guys that came back that have been with me for the past couple years, all coming back again. So we'll have a 501st.
Love those guys.
I know, they're awesome. And every single time, right afterwards, we're like, when are you having it next year? We'll be there. And they're like, okay. So they'll be back. Ghostbusters crew, Mandalorians, both groups, Goose Forge, props, and then the Mandalorian Mercs of New Jersey, they'll be back. And they're actually even bigger displays this year.
Really?
Yeah, because every single year they try to expand their displays and stuff. So I know the Mercs want to bring even more because they're working on that.
They had such a great display.
Yeah, they're going to be... So their space was a little limited this past year, but I'm going to give them much more so they kind of expand out and bring bigger stuff.
Nice.
And then Goose Forge, they were kind of in the middle there when you first walked up the steps.
Yep.
They're bringing even a bigger group as well, and probably even more newer stuff. They had a great setup this past year too. Swords and Stories will be back as well. They're already signed up. I spoke with Anthony yesterday.
Those guys are so fun.
Yeah.
Those guys are so fun.
Man, their presentation at the New Jersey Renaissance Fair was the first time I ever saw them like live in the stage.
Oh yeah,
where they perform. Yeah. Because they have so much space and they have it just all set up. Yeah, it was cool. I took video of it and stuff like that. It was pretty neat. But I talked to him yesterday, and they're all on board. They're probably gonna bring out the Falcon that they have. They have a trained Falcon.
Yes. Anthony had told me about that.
We were gonna try to bring them the Rowan, but Rowan was a little iffy on bringing Falcons into that.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, right. They have a lot more rules there at the university that we don't have to worry about as much with this one. So we'll probably have the Falconeer. He'll be coming. I think I said that, Falconeer. Yeah. Anyway, guy who trains Falcons and stuff like that.
The Falconeer, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He was at the Renaissance Fair, so we got to talk to him for a while. So he'll probably be out as well. We'll give those guys a little more stage time as well. Some more lightsaber battle groups, choreography group. It's probably going to be coming out. Ludo Sport, if you know that one. They're already signed up.
Yes.
They'll be back again, though.
Oh, nice.
Time.
Okay.
Yeah, so they'll be back out to do a lightsaber breaking weapons demonstration and stuff. So we'll have a battle arena this year.
Oh, nice.
And all those guys will kind of perform in that area, and that'll be set up upstairs on the upper floor.
Okay.
And then hopefully I have enough space. I'm going to do a whole entire Star Wars experience on the lower floor. So all those groups will literally be side by side. And then so when you walk in, you'll have just a whole entire, like 140 probably feet of just Star Wars. So you can kind of geek out with that whole thing.
That's where I want to be set up.
Yeah,
I want to be
set you up down there. Right
that's
next
where
to
I
you,
want. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I have probably dog wrestling down there too. So maybe
Okay.
I'll put you in between both of them or something.
You see that's my people right there.
Yeah.
Me and Vinny the Fixer. We're close now.
So I'm trying to do like a mock stage. I was thinking like old school WWF, like mock stage. Remember that? Like back in the day where they would do like interviews with Mean Gene.
Mm-hmm.
And the wrestlers would come out. They would have like chairs and stuff set up.
Yes, they had the little platform.
Yeah, they would make like their announcements, and sometimes they would get in battles and stuff back there.
Yes, yes.
That's what I was kind of thinking for them. Yeah, no, a lot of things planned. We'll have food this year. Which is another big thing.
What do we got going on with the food?
So they actually have a brand new kitchen that they put in there. So there'll be breakfast in the morning, sandwiches, coffee.
Oh, so the convention center itself has food that they're going to be doing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's on the upper floor, and it's like a brand new, like high-end steel, like all steel kitchen.
Oh, wow.
And they have local pizza vendor that comes in.
Okay.
Puts, like fresh pizza there. Mexican food, which is local down there. It's a island too.
Food of my people?
Yes, and they said it's awesome. If you like empanadas, they said they're phenomenal.
Who doesn't like empanadas?
I know, exactly. I had 3 yesterday. So they'll be there, and then so you really don't even have to leave now if you don't want to.
All right.
Everything's in there. You get all your food and stuff like that, and just hang out all day. We're 2 days really now. It's a 2-day event.
Okay, that was I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, we
Oh.
just...
Oh, well, there you go. Now you know.
You heard it here. Committing for 2 days. Didn't even know about it till just now.
You're committed now. You don't have a choice.
So, with the 2-day experience, so is it going to be the same group for both days, or are we going to kind of switch things up from one day to another, or have we gotten there yet, do you think?
So I think most of the groups have signed up for 2 days. That might switch as it gets closer to that. We'll see. Definitely I'm going to try to switch up some events and stuff like that. We'll have a video game competition. We have Dark Force coming back, so they'll have I have a couple other things, a couple other ideas. I just gave a lot.
All right, no, that's going to be
hard not to spill the beans.
Yeah, I know, and we want to keep a little bit, just a little bit. But I mean, you got more? If you got more,
there's more. That's good for now.
Okay. These have been so much fun to be a part of. You didn't give us the date.
Oh yes, I guess that's important. So March 13th, 14th, of 2027.
Oh, that's going to be fun. It's going to be so much fun. Be a little older, be a little wiser.
Mm-hmm.
Still going to be fun though.
Of course, always.
Adam, thanks very much for hanging out with us.
Oh, thank you, Mike. No, and I really appreciate you coming out this past year. I think you were a great addition to the show. I know I got a lot of great feedback from people that came down and sat and talked with you, and I think that was a great experience for them, and I got to listen to it as well, and it's a shame that I didn't get to actually sit down with you, because I really felt bad, because you came over to me so many times. I'm like, oh my God, I can't. I know as soon as I sit down, I'm not going to be able to do it.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure. It was our pleasure, the skinny kitty who's not here today. He really enjoyed it. I am the Fat Cat, and we'll see you next time.